Eid Al-Adha Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers in the country and outside. It is my hope that you have had fantastic celebrations today. Welcome to Primetime News right here on KUTV. Today being Wednesday, the 28th day of June 2023. It is just tomorrow and the day after which we bid June goodbye and we usher in July, the cold month. Well, a lot has been happening in the country throughout the day, including this. Muslims across the country celebrate Eid al-Adha. President Ruto among leaders who have acknowledged the day. Government to promote sustainable domestic financing in a bid to achieve universal health coverage. Cabinet approves establishment of a special committee on pending bills to audit liabilities for the period between 2005 and 2022. And Siaya County Assembly to file petition in High Court seeking to declare County Deputy Governor William Oduol unfit to hold public office. Our sign language interpreter this evening is Sammmuel Okello. My name is Joseph KEES. We're also live on YouTube at KUTV Kenya, and you can tweet us your feedback on Twitter. You can tweet us your feedback at KUTV_Kenya and at KEES Joseph Kenya. Now, Muslims across the country today gathered in mosques and prayer grounds to celebrate Eid al-Adha, one of the most important celebrations in Islamic faith. In Nairobi, Sheikh Jamaldin Osma led a large congregation in the Eid prayers at Sir Ali Muslim grounds, while hundreds of others flocked Islay High School ground. For the same, our President William Ruto is among the leaders who have acknowledged the day. Our very own Patrick Oduor has more.
The celebrations for Eid Adha kicked off early morning today with special prayers in mosques across the country. In Islay, Nairobi, hundreds of faithfuls, including children, gathered for communal prayers at Islay High School ground, wearing their finest attire. Muslims worldwide are obliged to follow the lead and make animal sacrifices to God while sharing with the less fortunate.
It's a great day. We have a great feeling, a feeling of excitement, a feeling of happiness. So it's everything that a Muslim has been looking forward to. Alhamdulillah.
The animal sacrifice is divided into 3 portions. One portion is given to the friends, one portion is given to the family members, and the third portion is given to the less fortunate, emphasizing on the importance of charity and sharing among the Muslims. For me, I'm very much thrilled to live this great moment on this great occasion and to celebrate with these great friends.
Elsewhere in Mombasa, Sheikh Abubakar Bamku, after leading the prayers in the Masjid Mosque, urged Muslims to observe the day with faith in Allah and to show love to all.
Wasia mkubwa ambao kwamba nawapa Waislamu ndugu zangu kwenye siku hii ya leo, wanche Allah tabaraka wa taala, wamuogope Allah tabaraka wa taala, wachinje vizuri, watoe sadaka vizuri, wawe na maneno mazuri kwa wenzao, wawe na maneno mazuri kwa wake zao na watoto wao na majirani zao na kwa Waislamu na sio kuwa Waislamu. Leo ni siku ya sisi kutia furaha kwenye nyoyo za wanadamu, kutia furaha kwenye nyoyo za mayatima, nyoyo za mafukara, nyoyo za maskini, na kutia furaha kwa kila mmoja katika sisi Waislamu.
After the prayers ensued a slaughtering fanfare, faithful devouring Qurans allowed forms of meat delicacies. Cattle merchants made quite a living today, seizing the opportunity to trade animals and lighten up the day.
Mwisho nawaambia, wakati unachinja, hakikisha kile kitinjwa unachokitinja umekichinja bila ya kukidhalilisha. Weka makali kwenye kisu yako vizuri, mchinje mnyama wako na huku ukimshukuru Allah tabaraka wa taala. Mwisho nawaambia taqabbala Allahu minna wa minkum, Mwenyezi Mungu apokee toa zenu ya rabbal alamina, apokee sadaka zenu. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
President William Ruto extended his well wishes to the Muslim community throughout the country as they observe Idul Adha. He emphasized the importance of reflecting the core values of this day, which include sacrifice, faith, and obedience to Allah.
Idul Adha, also known as the Feast of Sacrifice, is a significant Islamic holiday celebrated by millions around the world, marking the end of Hajj, the annual pilgrimage to Mecca. This joyous occasion brings together families, friends, and community in a spirit of sacrifice and unity. Patrick Odwor, KUTV, Isili, Nairobi.
Well, Idul Adha Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters once more. Now, switching on gears, the government, through the Ministry of Health, intends to achieve universal health coverage through sustainable domestic financing. In a three-day high-level dialogue which ended today, stakeholders in the Ministry of Health have led sets of actionable strategies aiming at improving Kenya's health systems through the use of available resources, with key focus on quality, equity, financial protection, and leadership in the health sector. Joseph Oyomo reports.
Today has marked successful conclusion of the high-level dialogue on healthcare financing for universal health coverage in Kenya, which has been on for the last 3 days. Throughout this remarkable event, stakeholders in the health ministry engaged in insightful discussions, shared innovative ideas, and collaborated towards creating actionable framework to expand universal health coverage agenda through sustainable domestic financing.
After consultations with the counties, we decided that we were going to bring this advisory council that was in the law but was not inaugurated because of the differences between the national and the county government. I'm very happy that this time round we've managed to hammer it out. I want to thank the county governments for their understanding of this issue.
National and county health stakeholders headed by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi and Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakumishe committed to delivering a well-functioning healthcare system achievable through accessible equity, people-centered integrated care, as well as availability of quality services.
I have undertaken to the county governments that I am all in supporting county governments in their delivery of health service. And the national government has no intention whatsoever to reverse what the Constitution did make legitimately, to transfer health services to county governments.
Director of Health Financing Dr. Elizabeth Wangia noted that the government recognizes the vital role of health financing in making visions to strengthen health system a reality, and that the government is acutely aware of the importance of investing in healthcare. By focusing on the aspects outlined in the dialogue, Kenya aims to enhance its healthcare financing mechanisms and oversee sufficient funding allocations to the health sector in efforts to expand access to quality healthcare services for all citizens while promoting equitable distribution and financial protection. The Ministry of Health holds to key commitments to foster sustainable healthcare systems, including increasing domestic investments in health, improving effectiveness through strategic use of resources, enhancing the coherence of investments in health, improving public financial management capacity, and digitizing Africa's scorecard on domestic financing for health. The National High-Level Dialogue on Health Financing has been held in Safari Park Hotel, Nairobi, since Monday 26th. Joseph Oyomo, KUTV.
And the High Court of Kenya has ordered the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is IABC, to pay a media agency 248 million shillings for services offered to the commission ahead of the 2017 general election. According to Justice John Chigiti, IABC should clear the debt owed to Scanad Kenya Limited, failure to which they will be cited for contempt of court. Scanad Kenya Limited is said to have signed a contract with IABC on July 27, 2017, where the agency provided services for the Electoral Commission, including strategic communication, integrated media campaign, and consultancy services, but the agency has not been paid yet. And the Cabinet has approved the establishment of a special committee to probe pending bills from June 2005 to June 2022. This is meant to establish the integrity of all bills and caution small enterprises against liquidity inadequacies. In a meeting chaired by President William Ruto at State House, it was noted that pending bills remains a sticky issue with 640.9 billion totals. Zeno Odhiambo has the detailed report for you.
Among other bills approved by the Senate in a meeting chaired by the President at the State House is the establishment of a special committee to scrutinize pending bills from June 2005 to June 2022. The bill is to establish the integrity of the bills and make recommendations to the Cabinet Secretary of Treasury and submit final reports within the year.
Thank you very much.
The committee will consist of the Attorney General, the State Department of Roads, the State Department of Public Works, the State Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Law Society of Kenya, the Institute of Engineers of Kenya, and the Institute of Certified Public Accounts of Kenya. Meanwhile, the Cabinet approved the transmission and introduction of the Tribunal Bill 2023 to the Parliament, aimed at addressing the existing confusion and lack of accountability in the Cabinet tribunal system. If the bill is enacted, it will rationalize and regulate administration and function of the tribunals, establish the tribunal registry, and ensure independence and impartiality in their operations.
Understanding, give us knowledge.
In summary, the Cabinet approved the establishment of a committee to scrutinize pending bills, the establishment of digitalized offices of the Attorney General and Department of Justice in all 47 counties, the transmission and introduction of Tribunal Bill 2023 to the Parliament, the hosting of the bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Sub-Region Office in Kenya, and appraisals on the states of the digital superhighway and digitalization of government services ahead of the launch of over 5,000 fully digitalized services on 30th June. Zena Odhiambo, KUTV.
Now, 5,000 girls from marginalized areas and vulnerable families are set to benefit from sanitary pads, puberty training and life skills training as part of a program spearheaded by the Office of the First Lady Rachel Ruto through the Mama Doing Good initiative. Dorothy Musyoka with more in this report.
Mama Doing Good initiative by the First Lady of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, in partnership with American consumer goods manufacturer Procter & Gamble, will see over 5,000 girls benefit from life skills training on menstruation. The First Lady's office handed over the first batch of sanitary pads at State House in Nairobi, which was overseen by Dr. John Chumo, the Chief Executive Officer of Mama Doing Good Initiative, and Joyce Karaoke, Government Relations and Programs Manager for the East Africa region at Procter & Gamble. Girls from marginalized areas and vulnerable families are set to benefit with sanitary pads, puberty training, and life skills mentorship, which will ensure better classroom engagement, improved transition rates, and increased self-esteem amongst girls. The initiative partners with organizations to reach girls in grade 6 and junior secondary schools. The partnership also contributes to bringing an end to period poverty campaign and as a result ensure that girls are not stigmatized in schools over menstruation. Dorothy Musyoka, KUTV.
Now, more than 2.5 million Kenyans have 2 days left to file their tax returns before the June 30 deadline or face fines from the Kenya Revenue Authority. The KRA data shows about 5 million people had filed their returns by June 27 against 7.5 million on its database. This 5 million figure is 16% more compared to a similar period last year. Lynette Minor reports.
It's race against time, with only 2 days remaining for Kenyans to file their 2022 income tax returns. More than 2.5 million Kenyans are yet to file their returns. The latest KRA data shows that about 5 million people have filed their returns as of June 27, 2023, against 7.5 million on its database. President William Ruto recently gave the KRA a visit in a bid to lead by example by filing his KRA tax returns in effort to broaden the country's tax base and raise revenue to enable him to deliver on his pledges over the next financial year.
Registered tax email, but we can print it for you.
It is my duty and indeed the duty of every citizen of Kenya to pay their share of taxes to enable the government provide essential public services and goods. This is the only way to lay the foundation for the pursuit and achievement of economic growth, sustainable development, and prosperity that we can all share.
KRA is expected to collect 2.57 trillion in the 2023-2024 financial year, which is 17% more than the 2.19 trillion it is projected to have collected by June 30th for the financial year 2022-2023. It is mandatory for everyone with a KRA PIN to file their tax returns annually according to the Kenyan government. The penalty for non-compliance is paying an additional tax equal to 5% of the tax due in the period. Lynette Minor, KUTV.
Well, we're taking our very first short break right here on KUTV Primetime News. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Welcome back to Primetime News right here on KUTV. Let's continue with the broadcast. Now, Siaya County Assembly will petition a case in the High Court on the suitability of Deputy Governor William Oduol to hold a public office. This comes after Oduol was saved from impeachment by the Senate on Monday. In a notice signed by OKELLO Ward Representative Peter Oduor, the County Assembly aims to declare Oduol unfit to hold public office. Let's get more from Jacob Okello.
William Odwol, the Deputy Governor of Siaya County, is still a man under rejection following the Siaya County Assembly's move to present a petition in High Court that seeks to remove him from office. A notice signed by Ukwala Ward Representative Peter Odwor read, and I quote, "The House therefore resolves that a constitutional petition be filed by the County Assembly of Siaya at the High Court of Kenya at Siaya to find the Deputy Governor William Odwol unfit to hold a public office." The notice further explained that they will file a petition to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to investigate and establish that Odwol violated Article 10 of the Constitution, Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012, Section 19 of the Public Office Ethics. This action by Siaya County Assembly comes a few days after the Senate saved Mr. Odwor from impeachment.
Is that pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33(8) of the County Government Act, and Standing Order 87 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate has failed to remove from office by impeachment Honorable William Odwol, the Deputy Governor of Siaya County, and that the Deputy Governor accordingly continues to hold office.
Siaya County Ward representatives presented a motion of no confidence in the Deputy Governor, and the motion received an overwhelming support from all 42 MCAs who voted in support of the motion. They accused Mr. Odwol of violation of the Constitution, abuse of power, and misuse of public resources.
In particular, the committee found that on charge number 1 of gross violation of the Constitution and other laws, A. Interference with the procurement process through acts of bid rigging, the special committee found the allegation was proved and therefore substantiated. Charge number 2, on abuse of office and gross misconduct, particulars being bulldozing officers to renovate the office of the Deputy Governor.
All eyes are now fixed on the High Court, where Dr. William Odwol's fate now hangs on the balance. It should, however, be remembered that 27 senators voted in favor of Odwol, while 16 voted in support of the impeachment motion that had been leveled against him. Jacob Okello, KUTV.
Elsewhere, Mbeere and Embu councils of elders have urged political leaders to resolve the settlement issue in the Mwea scheme that has raged on for 10 years now. They claim interference by leaders and encroachment by new settlers are factors preventing the rightful beneficiaries from accessing their land. I've been with more details.
The Mbeere and Ngome Council of Elders have jointly appealed to the new political leadership, both at the national and county levels, to intervene in the settlement of beneficiaries in the controversial Mwea settlement scheme. In a meeting with the elders in Siakago, Mbeere North, the Ngome Council Chair Easton Nyaga expressed their frustration over the prolonged delay in allocating the land for settlement. He accused political leaders of inciting violence against the rightful beneficiaries.
Tunaona tumekaa sana miaka mingi. Hii cheti ama title deeds zilipeanwa 2016 mpaka wa leo, hii ni mwaka wa 8. Na hiyo ni miaka mingi watu wakikaa bila kupelekwa kwa mashamba yao.
Former Siakago Member of Parliament Sylvester Mati, a member of Ngome, emphasized that the residents of Mbeere were becoming increasingly impatient as they witnessed foreigners take over the settlement scheme, whose actual owners number around 7,000.
I'm the one who led the delegation ya kwenda parliament kwa petition. Tukaketi na kamati ya lands for almost 2 hours, na wakakubali ya kwamba ati wale watu walipatiwa mashamba huko Mwea settlement scheme about 7,322 wapelekwe huko. Sasa tumengojea hiyo miaka yote na our patience is getting exhausted.
The Embu Council of Elders Chair Andrew Ireri called on their Governor Cecily Mbarire to facilitate the development of the area, noting that pieces of land had been set aside to put up a university, teachers' college, airstrip, and other public institutions to spur growth in the area. He further suggested that different communities in Embu County should be allowed to self-regulate the subdivision based on the number of beneficiaries.
Ili watu wengi kulingana vile nimeona na nimeelewa, nia yao ni mtu agawiwe eka 5 ama eka 3 auze. Lakini hata ukiuza na kuwe kuna mambo kama hayo ya maproject, ni kumaanisha kutakuwa na manufaa kwa mwananchi yule ambaye atakuwa amepata shamba huko.
The elders believe that enabling the beneficiaries of the settlement scheme to cultivate the land will not only provide them with sustenance but also promote self-development. Ivy Bina, KUTV.
And governors of Narok, Kajiado and Samburu counties, along with other leaders, have now joined forces to seek a solution to the border dispute of Nkararo in Transmara West Sub-County, Narok County. The team has been formed after a 2-day meeting between stakeholders to find a mutually beneficial resolution that involved listening to all parties involved. The leaders are expected to provide a fair decision in 3 weeks' time. Yvonne Kimoma with more.
A technical team comprising of 3 governors, spiritual leaders, and respected community elders has been established to investigate and propose solutions to the long-standing dispute over the Nkararo land boundary in Transmara West Sub-County. The decision was reached after a 2-day meeting led by 3 Maasai governors, Patrick Ntutu of Narok County, Joseph Olelengo, Kajiado County, and Jonathan Leletit of Samburu County. Former Governor Samuel Tunai, Anglican Church of Kenya Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit, and the Narok County security team led by County Commissioner Isaac Masinde were also present. The Narok County Governor Patrick Ntutu stated that the purpose of the meeting was to find a lasting solution so that residents living in fertile agricultural land can reap its benefits.
Na kulingana na yale ambayo tumeweza kupata ni kwamba tumepea nafasi jamii ya Uasin watuambie ni kwa nini kuna kuanga na hii vita. Kama mjuavyo, watu wengi wamepoteza maisha.
Governor Jonathan Lelelit emphasized on the need for unity among the Maasai people, stating that when one part of the county faces problems, it affects the entire Maasai community.
Wamesema kama jamii ya Maasai tunaelewa kwamba kuna kiwango ya mazungumzo na rika ya wazee ikiingilia na uongozi wa juu kama hii kiingilia, wote mbili wamesema watakubaliana na uamuzi wa mazungumzo ya leo.
Siria na Uasin Gishu ni mandugu. Wamepigania mashamba kutoka 1970. Tumesema baada ya mkutano tutakuja kusikizana kama watu ya Maa, hiyo vita itaisha na damu itakoma kumwagika. Hiyo ni muhimu sana. So this resolution ya mkutano ni kusimamisha damu ya mandugu.
The Nkararo land has been known for its history of conflicts, as the Siaya and Uasin Gishu clans have been engaged in clashes over land boundaries. Numerous casualties, including deaths, burnt houses and injuries, have resulted from the conflicts between the 2 clans. Yvonne Kimoma, KUTV.
And on sports, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua today hosted the Kenya Special Olympics team at his official current residence in Nairobi. The team has been awarded $10.2 million for their stellar performance at the recently concluded Berlin Special Olympics held in Berlin, Germany, where they bagged 25 medals. Take a look. Apologies for that. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast this evening. And I see there is one tweet here by Greengrass. It says, I'm one of the 2.5 million Kenyans who are yet to file their tax returns. You know how as Kenyans are fond of the last minute dash. I just hope we all can make it before the deadline. Well, I hope we're all going to make it before the deadline. That brings us to the end of our broadcast of this evening. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Our sign language interpreter has been Sammmuel Okello. My name is Joseph KEES. See you again next time. But for now, good night. Enjoy the rest of your week.